Are you familiar with this? Very good. You all know what this is. This is a 5 peso coin. I notice nowadays people seem to ignore 5 peso coins. And I am thinking perhaps they don't want to pick a randomly fallen 5 peso coin because they want a randomly fallen 1,000 peso bill. And it occurred to me that sometimes people tend to overlook tiny objects because they fix their eyes toward larger ones. However, try to imagine, will it be complete? Will it be a complete 1,000 pesos if you lack the 5 pesos? It will only amount to 995 pesos. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not here to talk about solely 5 pesos for the whole 5 minutes each. Rather, I would like to remind everyone that before you focus on larger objects, try to value smaller things that surround you because they can help reach toward that bigger picture you have always been dreaming about. To narrow down to you what I would like to really say is this one: negotiation. Negotiating with people seems a very difficult task. And in my everyday life, that has always been a challenge to me. And ever since I could remember, I notice that I am a yes person. When I say yes person, I can immediately say yes to whatever the person is saying. And that is for me to maintain whatever kind of relationship I have. At first, I thought it was a weakness for me. But then later on, I realized it was one of the strengths that I have because I manage to maintain the relationships that I have. For example, if I would say, where will we eat? And they would say, let's eat at the canteen. I would say, okay, let's go there. I will not say, let's not go to the canteen. I would like to go somewhere else. I am not like that. So I learned that in the Toastmasters category of negotiation styles, I identified my negotiation style as accommodation style. And by definition, accommodation style is means that you are willing to make concessions to the person because your highest priority is the relationship. And that's very true with me. So, when I tried to look into the different negotiation strategies, I found one that is very much effective in my negotiation style, and that is the use of 5 minutes. To define the use of 5 minutes, it is allowing the people you're talking to for a 5 minute of silence to allow them to absorb the issues and also to give time for you to present your proposed idea. I find it very effective. 2 months ago, we had a school activity, and it was a dilemma for me because I learned that my group of students were not part of the budget that was supposed to be given to us. And so what I did was I talked to one of the advisors of the clubs and I tried to present combined forces. It was a win-win situation for us. So what I did when we had the meeting, I scheduled the meeting and then I told them, all right, during the event, we can go respectively to our mother departments to join the group fight. If you are comfortable in joining your mother departments. After saying that, I paused for 5 minutes. So during the 5 minutes silence, I noticed a positive response in the audience. And so I asked them, are you comfortable in joining your mother departments? And then the majority said no. So I proceeded with my proposed idea. I said, what if, since majority of us are not comfortable with our own mother departments, we would like to be here in this group, why not we come up with an independent camp? And so let us try to raise funds for our camp and for our poodle fight for that night. And I got a solid yes from everyone. So I have noticed the power of that strategy, power of fight. I have noticed that it was a win-win situation. It was a win-win outcome actually for both groups because we were both sharing the same sentiments because we did not connect to our mother departments. We wanted to be in the same group of people because we were already comfortable with the group. And so I really think that negotiation strategy that can be effective for me as aligned with my negotiation style, I will be using the power of fight. I will allow my team for 5 minute silence for them to absorb things before I proceed with my presented outcome. My fellow Toastmasters, you see, what I am talking about is promote. What I'm talking about is that 5 minutes is small if you compare it to a day or a year. But that 5 minutes can help you earn what you plan for the whole month or even the whole year. So do not underestimate the power of small things. For example, here in the Toastmasters, what we are doing here every time, we have a short minute of role, like 2 minutes of speaking, but that is a great contribution to our public speaking skills. So, by starting with such small minutes of speaking, who knows, one day we might be influencing maybe 5 billion. Back to you, Toastmaster.